Hello everyone, welcome back to That Catholic Gamer Dude Plays. This is the police. Oop, I should shut up.
Mr. Boyd, I am Agent Avrahami, and this is Agent Roberts. You'll have to come with us.
What now? Oh.
Please get dressed, Mr. Boyd. We'll wait for you in the car. Mr. Boyd, did you hear what I said?
You know what? You boys can go to hell. I'm not going anywhere. Not right now, at least. You can come down to the police station during regular hours. You can't just come to my house while I'm sleeping, pull me out of bed without any breakfast. Right now, the only place I'm going is back to bed. I'm closing the door now, and if you...
Jack, what's all this? I told everyone what a great sport you are and how fun it would be to play a little joke on you. Where's your sense of humor gone?
Ethan, it's 5 in the morning. At this hour, the only thing that'll get me laughing is one of you feds slipping on a banana peel.
Well, what'd I tell you? He's such a joker.
You're getting old, Ethan.
You're getting fatter, Jack.
And you're getting boring.
And you're getting fired.
Fine. You win.
But you're still a snappy dresser, Jack. As I'm sure you can guess, we've got an assignment here in Freeburg. Come on, let's go. We'll fill you in at the scene. Oh, and I really am glad to see you, Jack. You have no idea. Meet Jack. And this is Agent Suresh, Agent Kumaro, Agent Ellis, and Agent Dixon.
Jeez, how many men did you bring?
11 people on my team, plus 2 heads, but they're still asleep at the hotel. We got to Freeburg a couple hours ago. Actually, I was asked not to communicate with the local police, at least until the press conference, but, well, you're a friend. And by the way, you're lucky you didn't have time for breakfast. Now, the press are calling him the Dentist. Just like every other fucking maniac, he's got his own stupid nickname. We spent 19 years chasing this guy. The MO is always the same. He kills young women in a small town, drops out of sight, and then reappears on the other end of the country with a fresh set of victims. He kills without hesitation, stuns the victim, then strangles her while she's unconscious. And that's when things get fun. He uses a power tool to ream out the dead girl's mouth. For 5 years, we've heard nothing. That's the longest break he's ever taken. Then 6 hours ago, we got a crazy anonymous tip that the dentist was in Freeburg, and he'd already committed his first murder. They even told us the address of the house. Looks like our anonymous tip came from the dentist himself, but that hasn't been verified yet. Oh, Dixon, don't go anywhere. So, Jack, listen. Dixon will take you to the station. You can bring your people up to speed. I'm looking forward to full cooperation, and it would be great if you could bag a criminal like this before you retire. A nice farewell. You know what I'm saying, Jack?
Yeah, a nice farewell.
And Dixon, Mr. Boyd will tell you where to take him. Come on, look alive. You're the police chief's driver today, if that's good enough for you. I'll come around to see you tonight. Buy us some beers, huh? But not that piss you normally drink. That stuff gives me wicked heartburn.
Uh-oh. Hunter did not come into work today. Yeah, okay. Is up all night reading the list. Certain the killer is... no. I got some terrible heartburn this morning. Maybe I'll hold and lie down. Okay, one other person gets to go. And that's it for the time off and stuff. Let's see. So, with that in mind, we have a serial killer on the loose, just to make things even more complicated. It has been 2 weeks. We're going to go all business today, because I'm tired of dealing with YouTube copyright strikes. So we're just going to go straight to the map. And they're not copyright strikes, but... Whoa. Alright, Mafia share. Share pharmaceuticals, we're going to share 50%. Formal complaint. Your snitch claims that these employees are initiated a complaint against you. Okay. Investigations. We have theft. Sorry about this. It's taking me a little while because it's been, according to my timestamps, it's been almost a month since we've actually played this. So we're gonna have that, and then we're gonna have, that's right, arrest the suspects. So mole, and SWAT. I don't know if we need SWAT, but let's go ahead and start this off with a bang. And let's get Shaw. And then, let's see. We should probably go ahead and send the SWAT just in case. I think we've got at least another usage, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then serial murder residential area. Detectives are out. DeBrito can go, not yet. Let's see. Let's go to investigations. Details. Oh, no, not details. Detectives. We need to pull somebody off. And let's go ahead and pull Newberry off of the Frames case. And then let's go back to here. And then we'll put Newberry and DeBrito on this case. And we will go ahead and start on that. Then from here, we have labor market. We can professionalism 1200. It's always like a honey trap of some kind. This is gonna be something like really wrong. Like he's gonna be the serial killer. Professionalism. Most of these other ones are not all that great. Personnel. Let's have a look at what Shift A and Shift B. Shift A actually needs a few more officers, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and add, you know what? Let's see. One more thing. We need someone with super high professionalism, so let's go ahead and hire him for Shift A. I meant to do that for Shift B. Nuts. Oh well. Okay. And then, actually, it probably works out anyways. Let's go ahead and hire for Shift A as well. Get that slot filled out. And then for the investigation, let's go back to this. And then a beastman found himself stuck in an elevator, but when people began helping it out, he lashed out and began to strangle one of them. This is the third time I'm late for work, and it's all because of this effing elevator. We're going to go ahead and send Austin and J-Boogie. No, actually, let's send Bush. This probably won't be that big of a deal. Let's go to investigations real quick and see. This is a double homicide. Oh, we're arresting the suspects now. That's right. Okay. And then back to investigations details. That's right. We are waiting for one more frame, we think. Let's see. Let's have a look at this real quick. Boxes were transferred to a truck. Rare rifles with bayonets, which were on the second floor of the warehouse. Rifles were packed in green boxes. I guess that's a green box of some kind. And, so we know that's wrong. We know that's wrong-ish. We know that's correct. Penetration. The padlock of the door was broken with a pry bar. The warehouse isn't under guard. The door is closed with a padlock. Okay. Yeah. And then the rifles were packed in long green boxes. Boxes transferred to a truck with no plates. Man behind the wheel was George Sand. Let's see if we can go down here. And that? Nope. How about this? Here. Here. Nope. Okay. Still kind of... What if we do that? Here. And then go down. So there's a padlock. Then walk down. Grab the rifles. Bring them back up. And then out. Let's see if we got one more frame on that. Because... that's basically, I think, what we're looking for at this point. Double homicide report. Offender caught. Everybody's good. Case closed. We arrested all the suspects and everybody's off. Great job, people. residential area. An elderly concierge reports they saw an angry girl through the window attacking someone else's car with a baseball bat, yelling, "Get out here, you painted something or other. Come on, I know you can hear me. I will kill you myself." Let's go send somebody just to calm things down a bit, shall we? And then, affairs. Whoops. Frames found. Serial murder, okay. Let's open an investigation. What? Detective Newberry. Oh, no! And he was declared dead on the scene. Mr. Boyd, of the needless death of Detective Barry, the guys had a quick word and we decided we can't keep going and saying this without SWAT support. Whoa. Hello, Jack. I suspect you don't like the dentist nickname any more than I do, but let's just say who I am and get down to business. Take a good look at the postcard I sent you. It points to a place where I hid something. Follow the clues, keep on the trail. Let's just say there's a reason I'm giving you a chance to catch me, but don't share this clue with the feds or the trail will go code, I promise you. And hurry. If you don't figure this out the right place in the next 24 hours, I'll destroy all the evidence, and walk away. Let's see. Do you keep the clue or share the clue? At the moment, I have no reason to hold on to the clue for myself. Well, this could also mean that he has, what's the word? Somebody in the feds. Tough choice, tough choice. Let's go ahead and keep the clue for now. Alright, card number 1. This is a... Hello, Jack. Blah, 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 blah. Flip. Okay. This is a museum of some kind or something like that. We'll go back and close, and then it... Whoa. Chief, you've gotten yourself to a dangerous game. You can't win without evidence on the dentist. You hold your card in hand to what happened to the victims. Look closely at the image card. It will help you figure out where the evidence is hidden. Send your detectives, but don't go around blindly guessing. I doubt you have the resources to go with all the possible places. Proceed. Okay. Alright, alright. Okay, so serial murder. It's archive, the theft, and then... Let's see. What is this? Alt F. What is this? I didn't even know this was going on. Let's have a look. The Sands. We're still working on that case. The Atelier Funeral Home reward is 35,000. I don't even know what this is. So we'll interrogate him in a minute. The archive. There's too much stuff going on, deputy. We'll need to buy the silence. Let's go ahead and do that. You sure you want to buy this? Yes. This was for... Your staff has agreed to keep their mouth shut. For the formal complaint that was raised against us. Assault is a report. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Yeah. Serial murder. Holy House Plaza. Pizza. Sliced pizza. The dentist may have hidden evidence here. About the murder of Allison Bell. Let's see. This is Pop Carl's Pizza and Double Olive Pizza. I'm thinking, it's not affairs, but investigations. We will want to... Detectives. Let us get Weaver off the case for now. That means that... Actually, let's keep those guys on... let me see. Actually, put DeBrito on the case. We need people from each... slot, and everybody else is home at the moment. I'm gonna have to start like doubling on the shifts or something like that. Mole is coming back, and this is all kinds of confusing at the moment. But DeBrito is one of our best, so he's gonna go ahead and stay on there. Actually, how many people we have? We just one working on there. We will need Weaver to Holy House Pizza. Get that. And then Sophocles, Theater of Drama. Mr. Boyd, my attempts to raise the ratings of Justice for All failed, and I was let go, but I'm getting ready to launch a new TV project. This time around, the harsh everyday lives of ordinary police officers. For a pilot episode, I need 2 cops where we can ride around with for several hours. We'll go around the city, the police car, and record various real-life stories. Your officers will be rewarded $300, and you'll get a more impressive bonus. This time, we do have a real budget. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and send Donut and J Boogie. I want to send... Okay. So let's go send Mole out and Weaver, and we will send SWAT to the Holy House Pizza. I'm thinking that's where we need to go. Attempted murder. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Good stuff. We'll go ahead. Freeburg Birth Control Union. Seriously, 3 people died in a blaze at the Freeburg Birth Control Union Women's Center. Investigations. Detectives. We'll need to pull DeBrito off so that we can start this investigation. Good luck with that. So we're making no progress on the frames for the theft for Carl Sand, a rat among us. Jack, Officer Ozaki somehow learned about the postcard from the dentist. He's up in arms. You've been suppressing evidence. He demanded I take action immediately. He's taking this directly to the prosecutor's office. I convinced him to sit on it for a couple more days, but we have to do something fast. Deputy... We'll have to figure out what that is. You have discovered evidence hidden by the dentist. Open investigation. So it was a pizza delivery. Let's see here. And then it was definitely from the Holy Pizza Place. We have evidence, which is a cloth, although I don't know what that means. So we'll have to figure that out in a minute. Derek Allen, report chief. Thank you for your wonderful time. I think it'll make great TV. And I think someone blurted out something not very nice about the police and about you personally, but don't take it to heart. Good to know. Woo! 10,000. All right. So we're gonna head not investigations. Deputy. Send a staff. We don't want to. We can't afford to consult it. We can't buy names. And then we'll wait on the staff for tomorrow because I don't know. This has been such a busy day for the first day back after, according to my timestamps, about a month. Investigation has started into the arson. Okay. We'll come back to this when we need to. But for right now, theft. It's not only away from a vegetable shop 2 minutes that someone managed to steal a big cart full of watermelons. I bought that hauler a month ago. Bright orange, easy to spot. The thing weighs almost 500 pounds, so they can't have gotten far. Alright, so we're going to send Griffith and Shaw. And do we want to send Bush? These 2 guys are coming back soon, so we should be alright. Fortune Bank as a fraud. A bank employee reports a suspicious man came into the bank. He's obviously trying to cash a forged check. The cashier says that the man is hiding something under his jacket. That is not good. We're going to send 3 of our boys. We still got 4 on the beat, which is good. And then let's do not deputy affairs. City Hall. I have to wait 3 days for the next request. Okay. Police station. Right. Okay. I'm getting my sea leg backs here. It's taking a while. As we're coming down to the end of the day, things seem to have... I mean, there's a lot of frantic stuff for... Whoa. Across the market is Ellie caught rolling a big blue cart filled with fruit and looks like watermelons. Continue the search for the criminals. Hit the man with a nightclub and twist the woman's arm behind her back and throw her to the ground. Interrogate the elderly couple. In the farmer's market, there are 3 carts. One of them is orange, filled with watermelons. 3 women are carrying something over to a small rock. Wait until someone goes to the orange cart. Let's go ahead and do that. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Good stuff. Now we got another one. Trespassing on a farm. Bill Bucker said no less than 20 cultists have taken up residence on his farm. They claim the house and the surrounding acreage belong to them. The Lord has given unto this land for our suffering, according to Buckler's unwanted guests. Some of the cultists are armed. Okay, suspect... Oh, gosh, this is fraud. Fortune Bank. Okay, suspect is sitting in a chair, obviously very nervous. He grows very agitated when he sees the police and starts banging his foot on the floor. Watch the suspect. Going on. The man suddenly jumps and grabs a woman standing next to him, putting in the huge nuts to throw. He knows the police are there for him. My friend, you're going to find yourself in a body bag. You better release that hostage quick. Let go of the woman. Get out of here. We're not here for you. I know it's not your fault. Let's just go down to the station and talk about this. Yeah. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Good stuff. Great job, people. Let's see if we can wait till they come back. This is going to be pretty tight. 16, 15, 14. I think we'll get them back, though, in time to send them out on this call. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. Alright, Griffith. No, wait. Cut it just in time. Yeah. Whew. Purdy. Paddy Wagon. Bush. We're almost to the end of the day. Let's send as many people as we... No, let's keep 2 guys here, just in case. We'll take Shaw as well. Paddy Wagon. That should be enough. Hopefully it'll be a quieter night. Whew. How are you guys doing? It's an interesting day to come back after almost a month of not playing this, but should be alright. Arson report. We got 3 new frames for the arson investigation. Good stuff. We don't have enough to actually fill it in, so I don't even need to bother with that until we're ready. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Everybody gets a bit more professionalism, and we are good. Let's see if anything else happens. This was quieter than I recall the last few days. Things seem to be slowing down a bit, which is nice. Whew, and that's the end of the day. Yeah. Let's declare him dead. We need more detectives, and I can't afford the couple of $100 that you get for the slot that we normally have.
So I went downstairs figuring I'd find some mercenary or an escaped serial killer or some other lowlife I'd put away, right? But when I hit the lights, I saw a young kid. Couldn't have been 20. Skinny, dirty. Didn't even have a real weapon, just a rusty shiv. He just stood there, didn't say anything. My whole career, I've been staring down the most dangerous people in the country, and the only one to get into my house and scare my family to death was just some kid about to crap his pants. And I pointed my gun at him, and he just stood there with his mouth open.
Bad luck for him.
He was pretty lucky to still be alive. And you know what? It was you that saved him.
I think you have me confused with somebody else, Ethan.
No. Listen. All these years, me and Marla joked about how dangerous my job is. We figured that sooner or later someone would sneak into our house and cut us to pieces, yeah? Pretty dark jokes, but innocent enough. And Marla asks me not to jump into gunfights when she kisses me on the cheek before I leave for work. It's like we figured that if we joke about stuff like that, then it'll never actually happen. But, while I trained my gun at the kid's nose, I finally realized someone really can get into our house. Someone really can cut us to pieces. Now that it finally happened, I can't make any more jokes like that. Marla won't laugh anymore. She'll burst into tears and stay in bed all day crying, hating me more and more every second. So I figured the only way out of the situation was to show her that if someone really does dare to break into our house, he's guaranteed to get a bullet in the face. He'll die right there on the living room carpet.
God, Ethan, didn't know you were so bloodthirsty.
I'm telling you, Jack, I was serious about shooting this kid right there where he stood. I was about to pull the trigger. But then I remembered you. Remembered 1,000 years ago, we went to the lake and had some beers after an ethics lecture at the academy. I was all angry with that professor, Laszlo, yeah. Remember what he always told us? Being a good policeman is very simple. You just need to keep doing the right thing. I hated those pretentious speeches. I cussed Laszlo up and down and said, if you always do what's right, you've turned yourself into a robot. And you just sat there, drunk eyes staring into the distance. And you were all calm and said, no, Ethan, it's the other way around. To do the right thing takes everything you got as a human.
I said that. Oh, what an idiot I was.
Come on, Jack, it's not funny. When things get bad, it's those moments you gotta be hopeful and stay human. And I did just like you said. I stayed human. And then I slapped the cuffs on the kid in one quick move, just like Bobby Flash.
Bobby Flash?
What? You don't remember Evening Freeburg, the old news column? Stories about the cop hero Bobby Flash? I heard they even published a book a few years ago.
Oh, that Bobby Flash.
Yeah, that Bobby Flash. How can you not remember Bobby Flash? We all argued at junior high about which one of us would be Bobby Flash when he grows up. Oh, I'm no Bobby Flash. A hero cop would never think about shooting a terrified teenager. But wait a minute. If I'm not Bobby Flash, then maybe you are.
Yeah, maybe so.
All right, well, it's day 67. So look and see what's going on. First things first, let's open up and see what we got. Police station, there's no such thing as a free lunch. Okay. Well, we do have one thumbs down from our boys. This is, so basically, I did do a little research. This is, if you remember, Robespierre, who's helping us out. So, City Hall and the Mafia think we're great. The police station, the cops there, are not as thrilled. But, we'll try and keep it on the, we'll try to do our best to kind of keep them happy. And there are a couple of ways to do that. 21-year-old Allison Bell, victim of brutal murder. City Hall intern found dead in apartment. Freeburg, housing construction affordable. Are any of these related to each other? I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and get to work. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yeah. There's a new movie opening today starring my favorite actor. Can you let me off so I can go? No. Today my daughter is opening an art exhibition at Elite Gallery in a nearby city. Can I have the day off? Yeah. Okay. So she's going to probably be upset with us. So we will try to accommodate her as best we can in different ways. We will see. Chovich is our snitch. So go ahead and just kind of get to work for today. There's a catalog. Is there anything worth buying in here? Problem is that I don't know if I'm going to get content ID'd for one of these songs. So we're going to go to the map. Make today a little bit easier on us. Funeral. Kachi. Oh, yes, that was a heartbreaker. Unfortunately, she was our snitch, too. And that was probably directly responsible for that. So, yeah. When was on a servant to the city, today she was buried with military honors. TV project. Jack, we hear your employees got on camera and all sorts of rubbish discredited you and the Freeburg police. We had to put pressure on the TV station to close the show. Now I keep your chatty little monkeys over there in check. As for Jacob Big Donut, I want them gone by tomorrow. Yeah, well, whatever. As Freeburg failed to detect the appearance of a famous serial killer in the city, it become clear your detectives simply are not up to challenge. You have 7 days to fully update your detective roster. Find some smart young faces. I know there's possibly waiting, and those other jerks working for you. Keep them as far away from the police station as possible. We don't have any interest. Your friends share jewelry. We'll share 50% with the staff. We have an opening in the labor market for a detective. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift B. Lost one of theirs. Fortunately, these guys are not very, all that good, unfortunately. But we are here now. Investigations. We'll go put some more detectives on this. We got 2 actively working it. Let's put Mole and Nava on it as well. For the details, for the detectives here, we'll put Carson on and Delozar, just so that we get moving on some of this other stuff. We got 3 frames. We don't have... I can only assume that we don't have enough information to even start investigating some of this stuff. But I can't even put any detectives on it, so it's a very interesting case. Investigations, gangs. We have an informer that we can go ahead and interrogate. Let's go ahead and do that. Suffers from phonophobia. Once hospitalized for electrical burns, and since he avoids electricity. Efforts by psychologists helping deal with his childhood trauma have proven unsuccessful. Additional child Bruno Salvini was a competitive swimmer and placed judges competitions. He gave up the sport after an unpleasant experience. After he finished swimming lessons one evening, some girls locked him inside a locker room and left him there all night. Since then, he has repeatedly appealed to psychologists to help him with his fear of dark and closed spaces. He was also regularly exposed to violence at home. After the death of his parent in an automobile accident, Bruno Salvi dedicated himself to his studies and graduated high school with honors. He received a scholarship to a prestigious college, where he was counted one of the 3 best students. He also took several side jobs while he was in school. One of these jobs at Adela Funeral Home, he met Dante Gambino. They've since grown close. Mr. Gambino has assisted Savani in the past, bailing him out even when Savani got in my jams. He's even listed as Savani's emergency contact. Alright, let's go ahead and interrogate. Let's see. Who do you deliver drugs for? Let's have a look. I work for myself, pig. Oh, great. Okay, so we already know when he work for you, or is it the other way around? How about you simplify your life a bit? Your mother isn't happy about what's going on. She's called the police station in tears. He was abused. That doesn't work. Listen, you're long and clever. You help us and we'll help you. We'll put in a good for you. We even go to college after all. Profile. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. So he already went to college and he was let's see. Regularly exposed to violence. He was regularly exposed to violence at home. Right, so you already know you're Dante Gambino, or is it he works for you, or is it the other way around? That's the first time I'm hearing that name. Okay, we're starting to rattle him. You are lying, Dante. Let's see. Okay. Dante Gambino's repeatedly bailed you out. You are full to deny it. We record everything. So, let's see. There we go. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what you want. Cool. Okay. I'll tell you everything. It was Dante Gambino. I got the drugs from him. I just did what he asked. Cool. So now we can launch an investigation into Dante Gambino. I don't know if I can do that, though, because I don't know how many detectives I have. We're available. Too many investigations going on. Oh, my goodness. Everyone's at home, too. Is there somebody on another team that we can... You know what? I'm going to take you off. I'm going to put Beasley on the case. And then... Let's see. It's very active at the moment. Detectives. 2 people on shift, 2 people at home. Detectives. 1 person working who's really not very good at it. Take detectives off, and then... Great. I'm not quite sure. Investigations. Gangs. We could start to investigate. Yes. Alright, so we'll put case on the case. Dante Gambino keeps drugs at the Attila Funeral Home. And we'll put more detectives on when we can reshuffle things. But, for the moment, we're going to go ahead and just start this investigation. We got a ton of investigations going on. Drug sales in Chinatown. An old man complained the suspicious guy was looking around his apartment building. He doesn't live here. I know the faces of all my neighbors. This guy is selling drugs. This is probably a... it has potential for danger. So we're going to send Menford and Charleston. I don't think I need to send any more, though, and I probably don't want to risk it because we don't know what's going to happen with that. With the investigations, deputy. I do want to send some of my employees to an informal outdoor party. But I think I'll wait till about 3 o'clock or so. Investigation has started. Don't have any frames for it, so we won't even bother with that. Drug sales report. Guy didn't have any drugs. He was only waiting for his girlfriend, who hadn't answered his call since they quarreled. Kind of figured that was the case. Fortunately, it's a quietish evening. Or morning, I should say. It's already noon. So let's do this. Let's send... Barbecue. We're gonna go ahead and send a couple of people on. Detectives can't go, but the let's go ahead to Beard because he's so cool. He's been on the force for a while. We'll send. I can't afford to send all of my high-profile guys. We'll send Alejandro and strong. That'll be good. Get the morale up a little bit. Otherwise, not much going on today. That's interesting. It's a very quiet day, which means we're going to get slammed with something, I'll bet. Okay. Assault with a deadly weapon at the City Center. Man attacked a sales girl at the flower shop. When he refused to give him a bouquet of roses on credit. I would support the man struck the poor girl with a pistol. Started to choke her with some packing tape. All the while he kept yelling, I just want to be treated like a human. This could potentially be bad. So we are going to send Fish back. Welcome to the team. Robbins. Memford. And yeah, I would like to send Chovich. Let's do that. He's got a pistol. We have to take every precaution. But other than that, there's not much stuff going on. Adult with a deadly weapon, officer caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed, good stuff. You know, it's kind of interesting day. It's almost like we didn't get all that many events going on. Yesterday was busier, and most of that had to do with, whoa, okay, hostage situation. Okay, well, here's where we get nuked. Alright, an unarmed man wearing what looks like an explosive vest is standing next to an attraction in the ice arena, directing that to dangerous stuff. Be dismantled and removed right away. Park visitors and their children are trapped on the Ferris wheel, and the vendors refusing to leave. We're going to send SWAT, we're going to send the paddy wagon, Fishback, Cecil, Robbins, and Charleston. That should be... Should that be enough? We'll send Alejandro too because they'll need the experience. But this is a big deal. This could potentially be very dangerous. And, gosh, but other than that, it's quiet. And because we have no music, there's no catchy tunes in the background to kind of, you know, pass the time. They have arrived at the scene. Hostage situation report. Officer caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Everything goes well that ends well. I was expecting like a dialogue thing or something like that. Abduction. Okay. You know what, we're going to wait on that because I think, let's get the SWAT back. And we'll have plenty of time to get the SWAT back, which is good. And then we can go ahead and read it. The countdown always makes me a little anxious. And then there's a homicide at a motel, but go ahead. Abduction first. Felipe Santos says his former business partner, together with 3 armed accomplices, broke into his house and demanded money Santos couldn't pay. He keeps all his cash in the bank. So he kidnapped the man's wife and their infant and took them to the abandoned house in the outskirts of the suburb. They ordered to return with the money within 3 hours. His name is Rafael Souza. We created the company 3 years ago. Business was lousy, so he blackmailed me after the first year and forced me to buy him out for a huge sum of money. Now he's found out that the business turned around and he wants even more. We're going to send SWAT, Fishback, Flores, Robbins, and Alejandro. Go ahead and go out there. Make me proud. For this homicide. A motel manager saw some people dragging a limp body from one of the rooms. Now they're tearing the room apart, obviously looking for something. We're going to send Cecil, Strong, and Robbins. So, quiet day. Busier night. We're going to do the investigations. Drug possession, frame 7. Who's on this for this one? Okay, so they have been investigating. It's just we're not going anywhere. I wonder if it's... Let's have the details one more time. While we're working on that, pry open. Load up into the truck. Okay. I feel like we need like this frame, but only in green, because these are not greens from what I can tell. And these are the green crates. This is the Gunrunner. It usually works with strong accomplices, makes you even harder to track down. I feel like gosh, you know. No, it's this potentially. Although I feel like maybe we'll get a few more frames on that. We'll just have to wait. We are trying to basically take down the mob. So it's going to take a little while to do that, I think. Let's see, drug possession, got 3 new frames. Can look into that. Arson, 3 new frames. Theft. Yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. So strongmen, they walk down. Crates are there. They walk back. Let's see. I know it's got to be one of these. Works with a strong man. They come down. Let's see here. Got that? No. I've got 3 new frames for this case. Let's see. Here? No. Walk down. Do that. Nope. So he's got a strong man. Strong man carries the crates. Break in with the lock. And then that. That. Then that. No. Let's see here. Oh, you use your rifle to blow off the lock. No, that's not right. Padlock was broken the door with a pry bar. Okay, so that's the correct frame for that. And then weapons. I need to use one on the 2nd floor of the warehouse. You gotta look like they're going down to get something. That's probably what's wrong. Is this frame. Because everything else has green boxes and the strongman is doing all the work. So he usually works with a strong arm accomplice. Okay, so he would never be carrying the crates anyway. So he wouldn't be doing either this or this. Okay, so that's the thing. Having said that, we're still missing one then, it looks like. Because they need to go up the stairs, I think. That's it. Okay, so that's what's missing. That's what's missing, I think. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to wait on that. Taking down the mafia is hard. Okay, the man with the gun is smoking on the porch outside the abandoned house. Shoot the suspect, arrest the man, go inside. Go around the house to the back door. Let's do that one. The muscle inside of the house is pumping. Music inside is pumping loudly. 3 armed men are sitting at the table playing cards, and in the corner is a frightened woman with a child. Rush the men. Run over to help the woman tired. Now, rushing will get us in trouble. Pull the cord music and order the men to give up their weapons. Officer caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Excellent. Alright, the police are shining flashlights inside the room. The voices of the perpetrators are raised. This is at the homicide. This is the police. Come out with your hands up. Wait until criminals exit on their own. Draw weapons and secure the room. There's people shining flashlights inside the room. The voices of the perpetrators are raised. Come out with your hands up. Criminals are confused. One has a knife and the rest just have flashlights. There's a body on the floor covered in stab wounds. We have you surrounded. Drop everything and reach for the sky. Good stuff. Officers unharmed. Everything doing pretty good. Give me the investigation. Actually, the investigation, that's the drug possession. Arson, detectives. Oops, nope. Now, I doubt we'll actually have enough frames on here, but let's go ahead and take a look. Michael Ayers. I was about to go home when the building suddenly lost power and it got really quiet. Then I heard a muffled noise like a little clap just from down the street. The building had about 10 employees. I didn't notice the smoke at first. When I saw the fire, I began to yell, but it was too late. Some people just didn't make it out. Whoa. At the time of the tragedy, I should have been home. I was just leaving. I ran into Ronald Sherman on the street. He's the ex-husband of one of our patients who decided not to have her child after she consulted with the Freeburg Birth Control Union. After that, Mr. Sherman probably quarreled with his wife. I understand that he beat her, and they later divorced. Since then, he's come out of our office several times. On the evening of fire, he was standing across the road wearing a large backpack. He made a point of walking past me, muttered something in the spirit of burnin' hell you know what. So I thought I thought how close I already was to hell if people could wear such ugly red sweaters. Okay, so it is a red sweater. So he cut the power, and then did that. Walked past that, and then do that. Okay, so we know that these three are false. Fire was started with a small plastic container filled with accelerant, which was thrown from the street through an open window. Okay. When the fire began, the building was already without power, which interfered with the usual evacuation plan. Damage to the external cables shown that they were not cut, but simply pulled from the wall by force. That means that this is correct. That means that this is potentially correct because of the red sweater. This is correct because he's walking by. We'll probably need one more frame, though, because nothing else fits. It's called logic. Alright, and that's the end of the day. And that'll be it for this episode. That went a lot more smoothly than the previous couple of episodes. We may have to start giving people some rest, though, because a couple of them look a bit winded. Otherwise, doing pretty well for the most part. I may end up giving some people... we'll have to see what happens. I don't know what's going to go on. So, anyways, thank you very much for joining me. It's been that Catholic Gamer Dude playing This Is the Police. This was a fairly lengthy episode, but it took a little while for us to get back into it. Now everything should be cool. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.